lots of ways to procrastinate practice. I'm sure I'm an expert in many of them, as are you. And there are a few of these ways to procrastinate practice that don't feel like procrastination. They actually feel positive. They feel like we're doing something good for our music. And so the first one of these is spending lots and lots of time reading books and watching YouTube about how to play your instrument. So of course it's great to get all of this knowledge on how to play your instrument, but if you find you're spending more time reading and watching than you are actually putting that into practice, then I think it's a sign that there is something blocking you. There's some kind of block there, and you're using this searching for information as kind of a way to avoid dealing with that block. So you may also be hoping that you will discover the magic pill, the magic exercise, the magic method, the magic guru who will give you that one thing that you need to solve all of your problems. But of course, there is no magic pill. If there was a magic pill, then I would definitely be taking it, and I'll probably tell you about it as well. But there is no magic pill. So if you are spending a lot of time reading and watching and learning about your instrument, you also need to spend an equal amount of time in the practice room putting those things into practice and trying out the ideas that you're learning about. So kind of similar to this, something that can feel positive but can also be a sign that you are procrastinating is continuing to take lessons and classes, maybe online courses, long after you need to. And so I know people who are very accomplished players, but they don't feel like they're ready to take their career or their playing to the next level, and so they continue to take lessons. They say, I'm just going to keep taking classes, and then when I'm ready, then I will book in the performance, then I will record my album, but I still need to learn more. I still need to practice. And I know that they're amazing players and that they could absolutely do the things that they want to do, but something in them is holding back. There's something that's scared, and so they've told themselves that they need to continue learning. So you may recognize yourself here. You may get a little sense that possibly you are also the kind of person who is taking lots of lessons and classes as a way of avoiding the scary step of taking your music to the next level. And so the other one is very familiar, especially to guitarists, is an obsession with gear. And so buying new gear, buying new guitars, buying new guitar pedals. Also, if you have an instrument and you're constantly taking it in to get tweaked, taking it to a luthier to get things adjusted because you feel like it's just not playing the way you want, and it's the instrument that is, it's the instrument or the lack of the perfect instrument that is stopping you from reaching your goals. So this is also a procrastination. It feels like we're doing something good. It feels like we're maintaining our instrument, or we're just trying to find the right guitar. But a lot of the time we use this obsession with our instrument as a way of avoiding the fact that it's not the instrument that's the problem. If we find the perfect guitar, if we find that our instrument is absolutely tuned perfectly and plays perfectly, we're still the same musician playing that instrument. We still have the same strengths and weaknesses on the instrument. So the only way we can work on those weaknesses is to spend time in the practice room with the instrument that we have today, in the state that it is in today. So there are, of course, many more ways of procrastinating, but these three, I think, are some that kind of slip past us and that I am guilty of all three. So they are the kind of things we think we're doing something good, but actually perhaps we are using these three tools to avoid moving forward, moving to the next level with our music. Hi, I'm Erica. I am a musician and music teacher, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more practice tips, motivation and inspiration. And also share this video with any friends who are also practicing music. And finally, if you like, you can stick around for a short meditation at the end of this video to prepare you for a great day's practice. So happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So let's just take a few moments now to prepare the body and the mind for practice. Make your space comfortable. Take out your instrument and any books or music you need for your practice. And then when you're ready, coming to a place of stillness, either sitting or standing, maybe with your instrument. Soft focus in the eyes. And then taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then another inhale, and with the exhale, closing your eyes. We're going to scan through the body from top to bottom, just watching as any tension in the body releases, melts away. Starting at the top of the body, the head, the forehead, the point between the eyebrows, the cheekbones, the lips, tongue, the neck, all the tension releasing, melting away. The shoulders, the upper back, and the chest. The upper half of each arm, the lower half of each arm, the wrists, every muscle in the hands, and in each finger, down each joint all the way to the fingertips, relaxing, releasing the diaphragm, the lower back, the area of the pelvis, the upper half of each leg, the knees, and the lower half of each leg. Every muscle releasing, relaxing. The ankles, the feet, and finally the toes. Every muscle in the body released, relaxed, at ease. And then just sitting for a moment, taking another few breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, blinking the eyes open, ready for practice.